Hello, Bianca. What I do is what we do with the team. We create social impact by producing professional bee hotels, and that is to help the wild bee, to help the biodiversity. It's a big problem here in the Netherlands, and we are making these products. We're not importing from China. I want to work locally. And in our workplace, we provide work and a learning project. We coach people that are not able to find a regular job, but the ones that do have potential. So why is it important for us in the Netherlands to protect the wild bees? That is especially because with our agricultural landscape, we have not enough flowers for the wild bees to find the right kind of food. So that is a big problem for the bees. Also, we use too many pesticides. And the third problem that bees have in the Netherlands is that there are not enough nesting places. And that is our business model. So we are producing professional nesting places for the wild bees. So what is a bee hotel? Maybe you're in Pakistan or in the US or in South Africa at the moment and you don't know what I'm talking about. So I will explain it a little bit. A bee hotel is a place where the wild bee, so not the honeybee, but the wild bee has a place to nest, to put their eggs in. We have about 358 species of wild bees in the Netherlands, and they need a place to nest, and that is why we make the bee hotels. Really to protect and to help the biodiversity, because otherwise the bees will disappear, and if the bees will disappear, we will have big problems with all the fruits and the vegetables that will not blossom anymore. So to give you an example how they look like, they are all made out of wood. It's all handmade. That's what we do in our workplace. And to give you an example, I have some photos here on this slide. So it's all from Dutch wood, so we don't import wood from Indonesia or Brazil or far away. It's all locally wood from here, from local forest, and we make them here in our little village. We sell them, like I said, was very important for me to have financially independence and to make our own money. So we sell them to local governments, to companies with CSR policy, corporate social responsibility policy, building companies, we sell a lot of them, landscape architects, professional gardeners, and also schools, because a lot of schools here in the Netherlands, they want to be more green, they want to have the children playing outside more, and then a bee hotel is a perfect education tool for the children to learn more about the importance of protecting the wild bees. So here are some more photos of the projects that we are doing. On the left down on the left side, you see a mayor with children who are celebrating opening a new bee hotel for the village over there. And on the right side, there's a big American company here locally that has a big garden for their workers. And they also said we want to have more green, we want to have more nature around our facilities, because that's more healthy for our employers, and that's also where we put a bee hotel and educational information board. So the bee hotels are the product that we are selling, that is to protect the biodiversity, to help the wild bees. And then the other side is that we help people in our workplace to learn how it is to work in the Netherlands. Now we have especially refugees from Syria, from Afghanistan, from Sudan, who are here as a refugee in the Netherlands, who came here, who have now the permission to stay here. They already followed a whole procedure. They are now here they can stay in the Netherlands, but they are all on welfare. So they get money from the government. And of course, the government wants to let them participate in our Dutch society. So what we learn, those men, because we only have men in our workplace, is how do you work in the Netherlands? Because it is, of course, very different to work here in the Netherlands than it is for example, in Afghanistan. Safety measures are very high, but also how you work in a team. Things are different. So that is what we learn them here, and what we do for the local government. We make an overview of qualities and work experience. So we make a report, and with that report, it is easier for them to find a paid job, or to start a new study, for example, because that is the goal that we have with the local government, is that these men that has possibilities to work, are able to work, that they get out of the welfare as soon as possible, and that they find a paid job. So that is what we do in our social workplace. And to have it on local social, that are the key points of our social enterprise. We are based in a very small village here on the border of Germany. We are not in Amsterdam. We are not in a big city. We're in a very small village. And that's also why a decision that we made, that we said we're not going to Amsterdam, or we're not going to a big city, but we stay here in a local village, also to help here the economy, and not to go that all the companies and that all the people are going to the big cities. So as you see, we also have an assembly and installation team. So also the refugees that we are working with, they go with my husband. He's responsible of that part of the company. They go together, they go to the north, they go to the south of the Netherlands, they go to the customers, and then they also learn how it is here in the Netherlands to do business and to talk to your customer and to deliver and to place the bee hotels. Very important part of our company, that the refugees are going with the assembly team on the roads. So we work very closely with the local government here, and another aspect that we do in our company is that we maintain the local forest. So we have a team of young men that are going with my husband into the forest, and they maintain the forest. They take out the trees that have to be taken out. Of course, for the local government, that is perfect for them that we are doing that work, and for us we can keep the wood, and that we can use again for the bee hotel. So it is a win-win situation for the local government and for us, because we don't have to buy that wood, and we have and the local government doesn't have to pay a commercial company to maintain the forest. On the social part, the cooperation that we do with the local government is that we give a lot of presentations, we give a lot of guided tours in our social workplace, and we hope with those presentations and also with this presentation that I'm giving right now for you to inspire other entrepreneurs in the region, but also to inspire you as students from all over the world. And this is people who are listening and who are watching, that it can be different. You can change your commercial company into a social enterprise. Of course, it is different. You need a lot of change in your mindset, but it is absolutely possible. So for us, it's a win-win-win situation. It's a little bit of a marketing theme, but it is really true, because we believe that everybody can participate in our Dutch society. If you're from Afghanistan or from Sudan or from Syria, it doesn't matter. Everybody has qualities, and everybody wants to have a meaningful purpose to spend their day. They don't only want to receive the money from the local government and sit at home, but they really want to do something. And that is what we help them to do, to work on those qualities and to see how we can put them in perspective of the Dutch work possibilities. But at the end of the day, it's very important. That's what I really want to give as a message to everybody who is listening right now. You have to have a financially healthy business. That is really the key of all the social enterprises, the presentations that I'm giving to people who want to start a social enterprise, for example. You have to have a financial healthy business, because you cannot rely, especially in the Netherlands, you cannot rely on the government to give you money and to help you out every time that if there's something going wrong, or if you don't manage it. So that is the key that you have to have. And for us, I feel sometimes that social entrepreneurs, they are so I cannot say soft, but I have to say different, social, that they say, but I'm not allowed to make money. I totally do not agree with that, because the more money you make as a social entrepreneur, the more people, and for us, the more nature, the more wild bees you can help. So please put that thought aside, and especially for the women, I would like to stress that out. Please make money with your social enterprise, because then you can make more impact. You can create more impact. You can help more people. And don't talk, but act. So for the future, I also want to give you a lot, but to tell you my story, but I also want to ask you something. Because right now we are working with Bijenhotel, with my company, for 3 years now, and we are on the crossroads, because we only help now the men, the refugee men, and we want to put another company, we want to start another company to help refugee women. And we want to start a product line made by women for women. So we want to make products out of waste, for example, the overproduction of the fashion industry, textile waste, and we want to make from that waste, we want to make new products. It's going to be an international brand, and we want to upscale that worldwide. So it is possible in India, in Afghanistan, in South Africa, everywhere. So if you have ideas, or if you want to cooperate with us, you are more than welcome, and have a brainstorm session to see what we can do to help each other. So that is my end of my presentation. Next, the last slide. This is a part of the team. And thank you very much for your attention. And if there are any questions, please let me know.